Everyone. Welcome to the 1960 All-Star Game. I am conducting a 1960 Major League replay using the Skeetersoft MP3 computer program. Skeetersoft is basically a cards and dice baseball simulation game. Just recently, a new computer version of the cards and dice game has been introduced, and I have been using that exclusively for this 1960 replay. I have reached July the 12th on the 1960 schedule, and it's time for the Major League All-Star Game. The real life All-Stars back in 1960 played two All-Star games, both of them in American League parks. The first one at Municipal Stadium and in Kansas City, and the second one was at Yankee Stadium. For the purposes of my replay, I'm only going to play one All-Star game, and that's going to be held at Yankee Stadium, American League ballpark. The standings to date in the 1960 replay season, as you can see in the National League, the Pittsburgh Pirates, who won the real-life World Series in 1960, the National League pennant and then the World Series in 7 exciting games over the Yankees, lead the National League in the replay with a 50-29 record. They are just a game ahead of the Milwaukee Braves, who trail only by a game. The Braves won the National League pennant in 1957 and 58, and the Dodgers won in 59. As you can see, the Dodgers are right behind both of those clubs at 3 out. San Francisco Giants have been playing good ball. They are just 3.5 back in 4th place. And the surprising Cincinnati Reds are 10 games over 500 at 5.5 games back. St. Louis Cardinals, who came in 3rd place in the real-life 1960 season, has not been able to do much in this replay. They're full 16.5 games out, 12 games under 500. As you can see over here, their last 10 games, they've lost 9 of them. So the Cardinals not playing very good at all. The Phillies and Cubs bringing up the rear as usual back in those days. Over in the American League, the surprising, not really, since they won the the American League flag in 1959, the Chicago White Sox lead the American League with a 51-28 record. The White Sox, back on May the 16th, just 2 months ago, were 10-14. Now they are 51-28, and my mathematics tells me that's 41 wins and 14 losses over their last 55 games. So an incredible stretch run by the White Sox to move from 6th place all the way up to 1st place. The Detroit Tigers have been somewhat of a surprise. They have held 1st place a good bit of the first half of the season. They have dropped into 2nd place now behind the Pale Hose. The Tigers are 48-28, a game and a half back. And the Yankees, who have been in 1st place a good part of the first half of the season as well, are at 46-29, 3 full games behind the White Sox. New York has been playing about 500 ball now for the last 2 or 3 weeks, so really hadn't been able to get anything consistent going in their stretch run here leading up to the All-Star break. The Senators, Orioles, Athletics, Indians, and Red Sox bring up the rear in the pennant chase. Washington somewhat of a surprise in the first division here at the All-Star break. The Orioles, on paper, look like they should contend for the flag in 1960, but them, like the Cardinals in the National League, have not been able to do a whole lot, staying most of the year in the 2nd division. So I'm waiting on them to catch hold. They've got some good pitching, but they've just not been able to get any hot streaks going to move up in the standings. So that's where they stand. Here's a few league leaders. The American League batting leaders. Pete Runnels leads the league at 358. Al Smith of the White Sox is 2nd, 4 points back. Then Jerry Lumpy, of all people, is hitting 30. He's been hot all year. Moose Skowron of the Yankees and Rocky Colavito are next in line. All these guys, most of these guys are all-stars. Willie Tasby's hitting .313. He did not make the all-star team, though. Home runs, Mantle and Maris lead with 25 and 24. Colavito next with 22. RBI leaders, Colavito and Maris both tied with 67. Runs leaders, Aparicio, the leadoff spark plug of the White Sox, and Mickey Mantle, 61. Hits leaders, you can see there, on-base percentage, just 5 guys over 400 on-base percentage and slugging percentage. The National League batting leaders is, as such, the Maury Wills, the rookie, surprising. Well, he's not really a rookie. He played 1959 some, but he's been hitting 8th in the lineup most of the year, leading the league at .345. Dick Grote, another shortstop of the Bucks, is hitting second. Is second in the league and hitting at .337. Then Billy Bruton, Vada Pinson, Joe Adcock, Orlando Cepeda, and Ed Bailey are the only other 300 hitters in the National League. 3 tied for top the home run leaderboard: Matthews, Boyer, and Aaron, all with 20 round trippers. Aaron leads with 65 ribbies, and 3 guys over 100 hits already. On-base percentage and slugging percentage you can see there. Pitching leaders, American League, Jim Bunning, who will start this All-Star game, has 11 wins. Early Win and Jim Coates both have 10. Milt Pappas, who did not make the All-Star team, is leading the league in ERA at 2.11. His record's only 4-6 though, and he did not make the All-Star team. Bunning leads in Ks, and Hank Aguirre of the Tigers leads in saves. The National League pitching leaders, Bob Friend has been absolutely tearing it up in the National League. He is 15-3 with a league-leading 2.09 ERA, and he will be starting for the National League in this All-Star game. Burdette, Law, and Jones all have 10 wins. Sandy Koufax, the flame-throwing lefty, inconsistent lefty of the Dodgers, and teammate Don Drysdale are 1-2 in strikeouts. Save leader, Roy Face, with 13 saves, leads the league. Face has been absolutely unhittable so far this year. We may see him in this All-Star game. He has an ERA right around 1 on the season so far. He's been the ace fireman out of the bullpen for the Pirates, the league-leading Pirates. Here are your All-Stars. The National League All-Stars. I'll go down the list here. Hank Aaron of the Braves. Joe Adcock of the Braves. Ed Bailey, a catcher of the Reds. Ernie Banks, the Mr. Cub, is a shortstop in the All-Star game. Ken Boyer of the Cardinals. Bob Buell of the Braves. Lou Burdette of the Braves. Smokey Burgess of the Pirates. Orlando Cepeda of the San Francisco Giants. There's Roy Face and his teammate Bob Friend, who will start for the National League. Dick Grote, also a Pirate, their shortstop, second in the league in hitting. Frank Howard, Hondo of the Dodgers. Sam Jones of the Giants, right-handed flame-throwing pitcher. Vern Law of the Bucks. Eddie Matthews, hard-hitting third baseman of the Braves. And the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays of the Giants. Bill Mazeroski, the best second baseman in the National League. Mike McCormick, lefty of the Giants. Stu Miller, ace reliever of the Giants. He's also having a tremendous year out of the pen for San Francisco. Jim O'Toole of the Reds, fine first half. Vada Pinson of the Reds. Frank Robinson of the Reds. Bob Skinner of the Pirates. Tony Taylor of the Phillies, started out the year with the Cubs and got traded to the Phillies. And Maury Wills of the Dodgers. That's it for the National League. The American League All-Stars. Louis Aparicio of the White Sox. Steve Barber of the Baltimore Orioles. Earl Batty of the Washington Senators, their catcher. Yogi Berra, starting catcher for the Yankees, an All-Star. Jim Bunning, the Detroit Tigers ace pitcher, he will be starting for the American League in this game. Jim Coates of the Yankees, fine first half, made the All-Star team. Rocky Colavito, just been hitting over his head all year for the Tigers. Bud Daly, lefty of the Kansas City Athletics, his real-life 4.56 ERA, as you can see, has been bettered by a whole lot, at least a full run in the replay so far. He has pitched well enough to make the All-Star team. Whitey Ford, the old standby lefty of the Yankees. Gene Freese, third baseman of the White Sox. Ron Hansen of the Baltimore Orioles, fine glove man as well at shortstop. Jim Lemon, 17 first-half homers of the Washington Senators. Jerry Lumpy hitting .333 on the year. You couldn't tell that by his card there, but he is hitting .333, just a great first half. Mickey Mantle, probably the most valuable player in the American League to date. Roger Maris, his teammate, right behind him in the home run chase and leads the league in RBIs, but batting average a little down, just .242. Manny Minoso of the White Sox, a fine first half. Camilo Pascual of the Washington Senators. Pete Runnels leading the American League in hitting. Bob Shaw, fine first half for the White Sox. His ERA is 3.05, a full run better than his real life 4.06 ERA. Norm Seaburn of the Kansas City Athletics. Moose Skowron of the Yankees. Al Smith of the White Sox. Hoyt Wilhelm, starter reliever for the Orioles. And Ted Williams, who was injured most of the first half, since this is his last season, got an All-Star nod. He has not performed all that well, hitting in the 240s. A slow start for Ted with 10 home runs, but he's only had about 140 plate appearances in the first half. He'll get up to around 400 plate appearances before the season is over. An early win of the White Sox. Eddie Yost, fine on-base leadoff hitter for the Tigers. He's been the catalyst to get the Tiger offense going to begin the year. That's it. There's your All-Stars. We'll get right to the game now. The game is played in Yankee Stadium, the American League. You'll see up here it says Pirates and Yankees. The Pirates represent the National League All-Stars and the Yankees, the American League All-Stars. I'm sure there's a way in this program to edit the name of the teams to reflect American League All-Stars and National League, but I don't know how to do that, so rather than waste time trying to figure it out, I just dump the teams into these two teams. So the Pirates will be the National League and the Yankees will represent the American League. Maury Wills leads off for the National League. Hitting second is Frank Robinson of the Reds. Hitting third is Hank Aaron of the Braves. Willie Mays hits fourth. Eddie Matthews fifth. Joe Adcock of the Braves sixth. Ed Bailey of the Reds seventh. Bill Mazeroski eighth. And the pitcher is Bob Friend. What a lineup, especially with Robinson, Aaron, Mays, and Matthews all in order. Fine lineup for the National League All-Stars. They'll be facing Jim Bunning. Bunning is 11-2 on the year. He has a 2.90 ERA. Opponents are hitting .234 off of him. He's pitched 136 innings, whiffed 112, has walked 26. So fine first half for Mr. Bunning. Maury Wills steps in, even though he's hit 8th in the Dodger lineup most of the year. He will lead off for the National League All-Stars. Wills, as you can see, is hitting .345 with a on-base percentage, a fine on-base percentage of .406. He is not homered, and he's driven in 26, and he's stolen 20-something bases. I don't know the exact total off the top of my head, but Maury Wills will lead off the game off of Jim Bunning. Here is the pitch. And it is a 51. We collect 51. That is an 11. And that is a base hit for Wills. And Wills is on with a single. We'll see if he steals. The dice roll is not within range of caught stealing or stolen base. So Wills leads off with a single for the National League. Frank Robinson is next. Robbie is hitting 280 with 16 homers, 52 RBIs. Will's on first. Here's the pitch. 23 is a 13. That is a strikeout. One down. Hank Aaron is next. Aaron is hitting 278 with 20 homers and 65 RBIs for the Braves. 55 is an 8. That is going to be a ground out to third. Wills takes second on the play. The 8 is stopped by Bunning's B. Jim Bunning will be a B pitcher for the first 3 innings, and then he's downgraded starting in the 4th. So Wills at second, 2 down for Willie Mays. The Say Hey Kids hitting 296 with 15 homers and 45 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Mays, and it's a 21. We click on that. There's a fly to left, and Mays flies out to end the inning. So the National League gets a leadoff hit from Wills but cannot score. Al Smith will lead off for the American League. Hitting second is Pete Runnels. Third is Mickey Mantle. Fourth is Rocky Colavito. Moose Skowron hits fifth. Yogi Berra sixth. Ron Hansen seventh. Gene Freese eighth. And Jim Bunning ninth. Al Smith will stand in against Bob Friend. As you can see, Friend is 15-3 with a 2.09 ERA and a 2.208 batting average against. Just a tremendous year for Bob Friend. 95 strikeouts, 160 innings, just 41 walks. Al Smith hits .354. He's been red hot all year. 9 homers, 48 RBIs. Smith leads off with a 52-27. That's a ground out to third. 1 down. Pete Runnels is next. Runnels leads Smith by 4 points in the batting race at .358 for the Red Sox. Boston last place in the American League. Just horrible pitching staff. They cannot get anyone out, it doesn't seem. So Boston's going nowhere this year in Ted Williams' final year. 26, that's a 13. That's going to be a strikeout for Runnels. 2 down for Mantle. Mantle, 296 average, 25 homers, and 50 RBIs. Here's the Mick. The pitch is a 52-27. So Mantle grounds out to third. That ends the inning. Friend gets him 1, 2, 3. We go to the second. Eddie Matthews will be the batter. He's 265, 20 homers, 58 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Matthews, 64-14. That is a leadoff walk to Matthews. So Matthews is on. He will not steal or get caught stealing. He's at first. 1 down, nobody down for his teammate, Joe Adcock. Adcock is not hit but 9 homers, driven in 39, but he's hitting over 300. Here's the pitch. 13 is a 14, but the Z stops that. It's just a ball. 45 is also 14. 2 balls on Adcock. 32 is a 26. That is a fielder's choice force at second. 1 down. Adcock's at first now. And he does not get a jump. So he's at first. 1 down for Ed Bailey. He's hitting .305, 6 homers, and 30 RBIs. Ed Bailey, starting catcher for the National League. That is a ball. 53 is a 19. That is going to be a ground ball to third, and the third baseman boots it to error on Gene Freese. First and second, 1 out for Bill Mazeroski at 266, 9 homers, 42 RBIs for the Pirates. Mazeroski is the highest rated that you can get in Skeetersoft at 9 for second baseman, so he's a fantastic defensive player. Pretty good hitter, too. 26-32 is a fly out to right. The runners cannot advance. There's 2 down. And the pitcher, Bob Friend, will bat next. And 55 is a 13. That's a strikeout. So Friend strikes out to end the inning. Bottom of the second, Colavito will lead off. 318, 22 homers, 67 RBIs for Rocky. Here he is off of Bob Friend. That's a 41-24. That is a ground out to short, 1 down. Moose Skowron stands in. 331, 16, 55. Great year for Moose. And 15 is an 8. That is going to be a single off of Friend for the American League's first hit. And Moose is going to try to steal, and he's going to get thrown out. 66 is in the caught stealing range. So Skowron Singles, but tries to steal and is thrown out. So 2 down for teammate Yogi Berra. Yogi at 306, 9 homers, 38 RBIs. Yogi is only 198 plate appearances. He's been injured part of the first half. Yogi stands in 64. That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 26-32. Yogi's going to fly to right to end the inning. So after 2, no score. Back to the top of the order for the National League. Maury Wills in the 3rd inning of work for Bunting. This will probably be his last inning. 35 is a 9. So Wills is 2 for 2. And he is on with a leadoff single again. Let's see if he can steal. And he won't. He'll get thrown out. 66 is in the caught stealing range, 63-66. So Will singles and gets thrown out as well. So 2 caught stealings early in this game have impaired the offenses of the National League and American League. Frank Robinson will stand in. Robbie's 0 for 1. 35 is a 42. That's a hit by pitch. So Robinson's on with a hit by pitch. And he will not be able to get a jump. So Robinson's at first, 1 out for Henry Aaron. Aaron is also 0 for 1. 22, that is a 6. So that is a double over first. The runner to third, Frank Robinson. So the National League has something going here in the top of the 3rd. 2 runners at second and third with just 1 out for Willie Mays with Eddie Matthews on deck. Mays could hit a home run here with rolls of 11, 33, and 66. The 4 is a home run with runners on second and third. So 3 out of 36 chance of a home run here. Willie, 32 is a 26. The infield is back. So that is a grounder. D means infield back. Grounder to second. Runners advance 1 base. So the National League breaks on top 1-0 on the RBI ground out by Mays. Aaron's at third with 2 outs now, and Eddie Matthews up. 53 is an 18. That is going to be an error on the shortstop, and the run scores. It's 2-0 National League. And Matthews will try to steal and get thrown out as well. So 3 caught stealings now. 2-0 National League after 2.5. The American League comes to bat here in the bottom of the 3rd. Ron Hansen will lead off. Hansen is hitting .296 with 13 homers and 55 RBIs. 46 is a 13. That is a strikeout. 1 down. Gene Freese, .269, 10 homers, 45 RBIs for the White Sox. 35 is a 39. I think that is a strike. 51 is a 9. The C will stop that. 2 down. That's a pop out. Jim Bunting is going to be pinch hit for. He's pitched 3 innings. Let's see who we got to pinch hit. How about Jim Lemon will pinch hit for the pitcher Bunting. Lemon hits .271, 17 homers, 50 RBIs. Lemon stands in and is going to strike out. 24-13. So 3 solid innings by Friend. That's what he's done all season in the National League. All right, we have to put a new pitcher in for the American League. And started with a right-hander. We could go lefty, Barber or Daly or Ford. Let's go Whitey Ford. Whitey Ford will come on for the American League. Ford's 9-4, 3.04 ERA. Opponents hitting .233 against him. Joe Adcock, Ed Bailey, and Bill Mazeroski here in the top of the 4th. 24-13. That's a leadoff strikeout. Ford has dropped to B. He didn't pitch in relief much, so he dropped pretty quick too, from a B to a C. Ed Bailey's a lefty, lefty on lefty. 43-29. Bailey taps back to the mound. 2 down for Bill Mazeroski, who's 0 for 1. 42 is a 12. That is a ground out as well. So 3 up, 3 down for Whitey Ford. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Bob Friend is going to give way after pitching 3 innings. Let's see who we have here. We could go Sam Jones. We could go lefty, Mike McCormick, or Jim O'Toole. Let's go McCormick. Mike McCormick of the Giants will come on. And he'll face Al Smith, Pete Reynolds, and Mickey Mantle. Smith's 0 for 1. 21's a 30. That's a fly to left. 1 down. Pete Runnels. 51 is an 8. That's the B is going to stop that. Ground out to short. 2 down. Here's Mickey Mantle. 56 is a 34. That is a pop out. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 5th. McCormick's going to lead off. We're going to pinch hit for him with, let's see, how about Dick Grote? Grote's going to stay in the game and play shortstop as well. All right, Grote will lead off. Ford's out of there. The new pitcher in. And how about Camilo Pascual? Big strikeout pitcher for the Washington Senators. Pascual is 2.91 ERA, 7-4 record, 92 whiffs in 99 innings. So he'll face Dick Grote, 337, 2 homers, 29 RBIs for the Pirates. Grote will lead off. 23 is a 27. That's going to be a strikeout. So Grote strikes out, 1 down. Here's Wills, 2 for 2 in the game. Let's see what Murray can do. 31 is a 9. That C is going to stop it. So that is pop out to third. 2 down for Frank Robinson. And Robbie, 15 is a 10. Base hit for Frank. He's on with 2 outs. Let's see if he can steal. No jump for Frank. Henry Aaron, a 1 for 2. He doubled last time up. And Henry's going to single here. 25. That's going to send Robinson to third. And no jump for Aaron. So the National League again has something going here in the 5th with runners at the corners with 2 outs for the Say Hey kid, Willie Mays. Let's see what Willie can do. 15 is an 11. That's a base hit. That is going to score another run. A single to left, 1 scores, other to third. Hank Aaron's not a fast runner. So is first and second, 2 down for Eddie Matthews. Let's get Pasquale out of there. See if we can get a lefty in to face the lefty Matthews. Bud Daly's a lefty, and so is Steve Barber. Bud Daly of the Athletics will come on. Daly, 3.28 ERA, 8.6 record. Matthews, lefty. Let's see who's our other third baseman. It is Ken Boyer. Kenny B is going to come pinch hit. So Boyer will pinch hit for Matthews and stay in the game at third base. So let's see what he can do. Righty against lefty. 24, and Daly gets him on strikes. So that ends the inning. We have some landscaping to do here. Let's get Grote change position to shortstop. And we have Boyer at third, and we have to take Wills out of the game in place of a pitcher. That will be Sam Jones, the fireballing righty of the Giants. So Jones in the game. Let's see, we got to move Jones to change his position to pitcher. There we are. Jones in the game. Jones 10-9, the 2.77 ERA, 111 whiffs, and 140 innings pitched. Here is Colabito 0 for 1 to face Sam Jones. And Rocky is going to pop out for the first out. Moose Scourin, 26, that's a whiff. Strikeout, 2 down. And Yogi will bat with 2 out, nobody on. He's going to fly to right again. Yogi's fly to right twice. So American League getting nothing done. Bud Daly, let's get him out of there. Who's up first? Adcock. Change pitchers. How about Shaw, the White Sox? Shaw's been fine this year. He's got a low grade of 5. He has really pitched well. 3.05 ERA, 9-3 record. Joe Adcock. Let's see. Let's get Adcock pinch hit for. The other first baseman is Cha-Cha Cepeda. He is in the game for Adcock. Cepeda will lead it off. 307, 8 homers, 49 RBIs. 31's a 9. Shaw C will stop that. That's a pop out, 1 down. Bailey has played fine, but it's time for his replacement, Smokey Burgess. Burgess will bat off Shaw. 43-29. It's ground back to the pitcher. 2 away. And Mazeroski, I hate to take that glove out, but the other second baseman is Tony Taylor. And I'm going to leave Maz in right now. Taylor hadn't played well enough to play half the game. He's had a good season, good enough to make the All-Star team, but Mazeroski has been far and away the best second baseman in the National League this year. Maz is up. He'll fly to center. That ends the inning. And Jones will not be in there anymore. We'll get a new pitcher in. It will be Lou Burdett. Burdett of the Braves, 10-4 record for 2.41 ERA. Fine pitching by Lou. Ron Hansen's supposed to lead off here, and he will. 26 is a 13. That's a strikeout. The National League just shut down the American League so far. Freese, 21. That's a fly to left, 2 down. And Shaw will be hit for. And it will be, who do we want? Ted Williams. Of course, Ted Williams. Theodore Samuel Williams in his last season will hit. As you can see, Williams hit 241. That's it. 10 homers and 161 plate appearances. 37 RBIs. 348 on-base percentage, though, and a 504 slugging percentage. So Ted's off his real-life numbers, but I imagine he'll get hot in the second half. 31's a 9. Burdett's going to stop that. That ends the inning. All right, new pitcher in there. It will be Steve Barber of the Orioles, a lefty. Let's get some replacements in. Pete Runnels, a second baseman. We'll put Lumpy in there. Jerry Lumpy. Al Smith, the right fielder. We'll get Roger Maris in there. Let's see there. Maris, okay. Manuel Calavito, Scourin. Bear, the catcher. Let's see. Earl Batty. Change player. All right. Dick Grote leads off against Barber. 43-29. That's a bounce back to the mound. 1 down. Lou Burdett pitched a solid inning. And we'll have, let's see, left fielder Bob Skinner will bat for him against lefty though. Skinner's at 278, 12 homers, 58 RBIs against Barber, 260 ERA, 8-2 record for the Orioles. 35 is a 40. That's a walk on that W. So Skinner's on with a walk, and he will not get a jump. Frank Robinson will bat once more. 12's a 25. That's going to be a double play. 4 to 6 to 3 double play. That ends the top of the 7th for the National League. Skinner is going to stay in the game in left field. The new pitcher, so Robinson. The new pitcher will be Jim O'Toole of the Reds. I got to change his position to pitcher. Who else we want in there? We got Mays, Boyer, Cepeda, Burgess, Mazeroski. Let's go ahead and get Tony Taylor in there for Maz. And Roger Maris will bat off of O'Toole. And then Jerry Lumpy and Mickey Mantle. All right. Maris leads off. O'Toole's 9-6, 2.30 ERA. Pretty good for that 7. Maris, 242, 24 homers on 67 RBIs in his first year in New York. Here's a pitch to Roger, 43-29, bounce back to the mound. Jerry Lumpy, 333, solid year for Lumpy. 2 homers, 31 RBIs. 46 is a 30. Fly to left, 2 down. And the mix, 0 for 2. Mickey, 53 is a 17. That is a fly to right. 3 up, 3 down once again. All right, Barber's going to be out of there. And his place will be early win of the White Sox. Win comes on. Hank Aaron has batted 3 times. He's 2 for 3. We're going to get him out of there. The new right fielder is going to be Vada Pinson. He'll bat for Henry. Pinson, 311, 7 homers, 27 RBIs off a win, 10-5, 3.94 ERAs. ERA's been up a little bit, but he's been doing much better of late on the White Sox hot streak. 34 is a 44, fly to center. Chance for an error, but no error. Fly out, 1 down. And Willie Mays will be next. Mays is 1 for 3. Well, should we get him out of there? Nope, nobody to. Willie's going to stay in. 31's a 9. That is going to be a pop out to third. 2 down for Ken Boyer. 55 is an 8. That's a base hit. So Boyer's 1 for 2. And no steal. So man on first, 2 down for Cha-Cha Cepeda. 37. Boyer's picked off first. So pickoff ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. The American League only has 1 hit so far. Let's get O'Toole out of there. And Stu Miller will come on. Ace reliever of the Giants, 9-3, 1.86 ERA. Calavito, an outfielder, is going to be pinch hit for by Minoso. Manny Minoso of the White Sox. Miller will face Minoso, 313, 10 homers, 56 RBI. So Manny trying to get something going, and he will. Base hit. Second hit for the American League. Minoso's on at first. He will not try to steal. So good start. Here is Scourin. Wow. Norm Sebring, we could put him in. I hate to do that, though, because these 2 5s here, if rolled, will be a home run off of Miller, as well as a 66. So I'm going to leave Scourin in there and see if we can strike lightning here. Nope. Well, it's 45. That's a ball. That Z stops to 14. 36 is a 33. Pop out for Moose. That's 1 down. Earl Batty. 15's a 10, though. Base hit. And that will send the runner to third. I'm not going to try to steal. No sense in taking the chance. Ron Hansen, the shortstop. This 5 normally would pinch hit with Aparicio. I'm going to leave him in because that 5 would be a 3-run homer to tie it. Could get Miller out of there. I am going to take Miller out of there. Who do we have? Buell, Face, and Law. Okay, Vern Law, come on. Law is 10-6 with a 3.58 ERA. Here's Hansen. 51 is a 9. Base hit. American League's got a rally going. So 3-1 now. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Gene Freese. Let's see. The other third baseman is Yost. He's a fine walk guy. However, the Z of Law would stop those walks. The 4 here would be a home run, and got to leave Freese in there for the possible home run here. 42 is a 12. This could be a double play to end the inning, and it is. 5-4 to 3 ends the inning. So good inning for the American League, but they only get 1. And we go to the 9th now. Wilhelm will come on for the American League. Let's get Aparicio in the game at shortstop. Change player. Louis. Louis in there, and we'll get the third baseman Freese out of there in place of Yost. And Moose out of there in place of Seaburn. And change player. There we are. Cepeda up for the second time, against Wilhelm. To 8-5, 315 earned run average for Hoyt. Here is Cepeda. That's a whiff. One down. And Smokey Burgess is next. Smokey is first time up in the game. No, he's 0 for 1. Smokey's at 290 with 8 homers, 27 ribs. 15s and 8. That's going to be stopped by Wilhelms B. And Tony Taylor, first time up, 271, 2 homers, 22 RBIs. 11s and 0. We'll roll again. 31 is a 6. That is a double. So Taylor's at second with 2 down for the just the second extra base hit of the game. Aaron also had a double earlier. Here's Grote. Let's see if Grote can drive him in. 51 is an 8. That's not going to be a hit. Taylor stranded at second. That ends at 3-1. We go to the last of the ninth. Wilhelm will lead it off. We'll bring in ace reliever, Roy Face, and we'll get Ernie Banks. Hang on, let me undo that. Let me put Face in for Grote. Face in at pitcher for Grote. And we'll put Banks in here at shortstop. So if for some reason they tie this game, Banks will be hitting second. Wilhelm will not bat, of course. Oh my goodness, he's going to have to bat. I screwed up. I don't have any hitters left. Well, darn. Shoot. I tell you what, Coates is a much better hitter. Let's get Coates in there to pinch hit. All right, that's my bad. As you can see, Coates, a pretty decent hitting card. But I messed up the American League here. I apologize, American League fans. Coates will lead off against Face, and 25's an 8. That's a good roll, but not good enough. Most good hitters have an 8 at 25, as you can see Maris here. So anyway, one down. Here's Roger. Maris 0 for 1. 23 is a 32. Fly to right, 2 down. American League's down their last out. Jerry Lumpy flies to left. That'll do it. Pretty boring game for the All-Star game. Just no home runs hit, just 2 extra base hits. Pitching dominated, especially on the National League side. Who gets the win? McCormick, Jones, Burdette. Actually, I'd give it to Bob Friend. He pitched 3 scoreless innings, but he's not an option here, so we'll give it to McCormick. And Jim Bunning takes the loss. Here is the box score. Wills 2 for 3 in the game. Robinson was 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. And Hank Aaron was 2 for 3 as well with a double and a run scored. And you can see the rest of the National Leaguers. Willie Mays had 2 RBIs. Let's give who should we give the most valuable player to? Mays or Friend? I'm going to go with Bob Friend. He's done it all this year. So Bob Friend gets the MVP of the All-Star game, and he's been the most valuable pitcher in either league to date. American League only had 4 hits. Nobody had more than 1 hit. Pretty good pitching after Bunning for the American League, but overall, not a very exciting All-Star game. I was hoping for more fireworks than that. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, take care.